got 8 sand downs at home. He's like, I'm just here to pick up my trophy. Flutters. Ask me about flutters. I'll tell you what it feels like.
Let's send it down to the judges. Big Steve.
Thank you, Bob. Gentlemen, front double bicep. Quarter turn to the right.
All right, this is just random. Like, this is in no particular order, right? This is just to see them stand next to each other. After they've seen them all do this, they'll call them out and make comparisons. I think this round is actually a waste of time, to be honest. Because these guys aren't being compared to each other.
Sean, you looked away for a half a second and missed the vacuum with Patrick Moore.
Yeah, he's one of the few in the open that can do the vacuum.
Yeah.
Quarter turn right.
Some of the most famous vacuums we witnessed was Frank Zane, Tony Pearson. Those two could do the vacuum. Albert pulled one off too. Tony Pearson and Frank Zane, that was a whole other game.
Albert
Sure was, man.
Yeah, Albert did the vacuum back in the day.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Stage left, please. And let's have group 2 on the center line.
Yes, yeah, this is I'm not a judge, Lee, but the time, like, this is for me a waste of time. Because while the judges are trying to size these guys up, they're not comparing them against each other right here.
Exactly.
They're not. Yeah. This lineup right here will not be compared against each other.
No.
So now that we've seen them individually, they should have just went straight to the actual call out. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah. I think they're probably, it's probably more for the audience than it is for
Okay.
us. We see it a little bit different.
Yeah.
Front double bicep.
I'm like, let's get it over with.
That's right.
Okay, Hottie's got a
quarter turn
great,
right.
Man.
Yeah.
Hottie was the best condition.
Yeah.
He's the best conditioned athlete
yeah.
on stage.
I mean, yes.
And in this lineup, you got
Quarter turn right.
the 2 Canadians next to each other, and Ian and Regan. So I mean, there's a battle for your home state, right, or home country.
Yeah.
And I think Akeem is a little bit the thick-skinned.
Back double bicep.
Victor Richards, Johnny Fuller.
Hunter is tight.
I'll use names that you can use. Johnny Fuller,
Fuller.
Roy Callender.
That's right, yeah.
I got to take Lee back in the day, so he knows what I'm talking about.
Those were the masters.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Look them up.
Yep. That's where I got my workout routine from.
Quarter turn right.
Hunter Labrada sporting a good back double bicep along with Hottie.
It does look like Hunter's tightening up as we go.
And face front.
Well, they'll be able to have that opportunity to get tightened up. The question is, will the waterworks pitch Hunter Labrada that happened at his last
Thank
show?
you, gentlemen.
And the water starts to come out.
Right,
And he got better.
left,
But you don't want to see the water come out on stage.
And group
You got to
3
get that done before you hit the stage.
The sauna the night before.
Yeah, like Lee was saying.
Yep. I mean, Hottie, whatever it is that he did,
Yeah.
he's ahead of the game. I mean, really ahead of everybody else.
I think so.
He's sharper, condition-wise, than anybody I've seen so far.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Hottie Chupin was, what, 3rd a year ago? I think he's going to be one of the last guys standing on that stage.
And wasn't he second to Brandon, 19?
Yeah, I believe you're absolutely right. Yep.
Gentlemen, front double bicep.
Every once in a while I get one, Lee. Every once.
No, it was William Bonek, I thought it was. You were wrong again. I think Hottie was
Hottie was
3rd.
third.
Quarter turn
William
right.
Bonek was 2nd.
Dang.
I'm here to correct you, Tim.
Thanks,
I'm
Sean.
here all night.
Now you're right.
I know. And now you know.
Quarter turn.
Brandon looks good.
He'll have his opportunity. I want to see him stand next to Hottie.
Yeah.
Because that will be about shape against conditioning.
Back double bicep.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's amazing, like in this lineup, Lee, back in the day, you would have somebody that would be on the taller side of things. I didn't think that we would say that Big Rami is actually on the taller side of things at basically 5'9".
Wow. He's only 5'9".
I think he may try to claim 5'10", but I think he's like 5'9". I think Rolly missed the boat on this one.
Sure did.
He didn't make it here last year, and he arrived this year, but you're going to see the waterworks on Rolly if Steve puts him through the ringer. He's holding
Thank
water.
you, gentlemen.
Wow.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Stage
I mean,
left,
he knows
please.
it. There's nothing you can do once you're here. You gotta go through it, right?
Hassan Mustafa looks good. I think he's top 10.
He's thick.
All right, folks,
That's a big
it'll be
muscular
just
guy.
a few moments
Yeah, with the
until we get our
quads.
guys out here on the diagonals for the all-important first call-outs. I first remind you, President Dan Solomon just informed me we are sold out for tomorrow night's finals. Sold out, folks. That means
No surprise.
We are back.
you have to get the pay-per-view. You can get that at OlympiaProductions.com. Also,
So,
I have
guys,
to remind everybody, hate to do it, folks.
people
but I
learning
gotta
from
do
you.
it.
People are catching the old school and the new school.
Of this event
But
due
as
to
you
the
look at these
pay-per-view,
guys,
unlike the
as you
event,
watch the conditioning,
we
as
catch you
you kind
streaming
of
this.
parse this apart,
We will have to call in the muscle.
what do you see?
That
What, people are tightening
distinction
up, people are
belongs to this young
changing.
gentleman right down
They're
here
going to
in
start
front.
changing a lot
Brought
when
him
they
in
get
special
work through
just
these
to take care of
comparison
business.
posts
We
that
have
Steve
to
will
do
put
it.
them through. Well, you're going to see some guys will sharpen up, and other guys, the water work is going to happen. You're going to see them spreading this water and sweat, and it's going to be very distracting. The guy that doesn't sweat is the guy that's going to be in shape. Keep your eye on Hadi Chupin and look at Big Ramy. Last year, Ramy didn't break a sweat. If he starts sweating this year, that means he has some ground to make up. Lee, you never sweated. Jeez. You never. You still don't sweat.
And here we go.
Better get up a little
Must
bit
be
more
nice
than
to
that,
be
but
Lee.
You guys spent a pretty penny to sit here in this room and watch the best in the world duke it out. And that's what we're going to give you right now. Fans here in Orlando, are you ready? Here we go. Bring them out.
All right, let the games begin.
We're going to
Go.
go on the diagonal and do what they love in this sport, the first call-out.
Well, I've witnessed
Yeah,
Lee
baby.
get called out once and stand there and watch the show and walk off with a freaking check and a trophy. I go, he didn't even do anything. He just showed up.
I did it the night before, Sean.
Yeah, you did.
You know, in the sauna, man. You
Yeah.
know, if I didn't have a sauna, I put a rag under the door of the restroom and turn all the hot water
Sweat
on,
it out.
and I sweated it out.
Now the cat's out of the bag.
Giving these guys my secrets, man. They need to buy my book totally
All
off.
right,
There
here
it
you
is.
go,
Yeah.
folks.
Good book, by the way.
Without further ado, back to the judges. Big Steve.
Numerical order. Competitor 1, Nick. Paul
All right.
Williams.
It's our Arnold Classic champion. and He's fired up.
10 Hunter. 14 Brandon. And 16 Ramy.
All right, there's
And
your
you know
first
what?
call-out.
That's pretty much how I would have called that first call out. I'm not a judge, but they got that part right, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I am really happy right now for Nick Walker and Hunter Labrada.
I'm not surprised. Are you surprised?
No.
These guys earned the right to be in this first call out.
Yeah.
I saw this all year coming, and now it's going to materialize.
William Bonac
Ramy
definitely
and Nick
belongs.
switch.
Yep. Don't boo.
Steve's going to move these guys around. Hadi's going to come into the middle. He'll trade with Labrada.
Yep.
Brandon and Hunter switch.
Respect.
Hadi and Williams switch.
Everybody's
Man.
cheering and booing. Nothing's happened yet.
Yeah.
We got a pose. Jockeying for position.
Tell you how this tight, though. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
One
Hadi's
double
tight.
bicep.
Wow.
Walker's tight too. Both tight.
You can pan this
Front
camera.
lat spread.
Pan this camera or go wide, you can see Hadi for sure. But there's somebody on a 20-hour flight can take a nap on their lats. Hadi they just hang there. His lats are so big.
I like
Side
Hadi's
check.
condition, man.
Yeah.
I think Hunter either has a little bit too much oil on, or the water is starting to break the surface of the skin, and that's going to get real messy. Nick Walker's got a really deep tan by comparison to a week ago.
Back double bicep.
Again, Protan works with all of these athletes on their color. Lee, did you have to put coloring on when you're competing? I never paid attention.
No, man. You know, I use tandem beds and the
natural tan.
sunlight. Yeah.
It worked for you. It did.
Yeah.
Little baby oil?
I got that.
But I use the
Back lat spread.
can't think of it now. It's so long ago.
He had some secret stuff, Tim. That's what it was. He used the
I
baking
use
oil.
jojoba oil.
Okay.
That's what it was.
There's
jojoba
always
oil.
something. It's always something different with you. You had a witch doctor back there working
Yeah,
with you.
man.
Okay.
Wow. This is some width right there on Big Ramy. If your eyes continue to go to Hottie.
Side tricep.
Hottie's taking no less than second.
He's right there. I mean, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at what Hottie is bringing to the stage today. This is one of Brandon's best shots inside the tricep.
Yeah, Brandon
Big
looks
and full.
good.
Big traps, big triceps, big arms. Ramy didn't bring the conditioning that he had a year ago.
No,
Just not,
no,
it's
he
not
didn't.
popping.
Just a little bit soft.
And you know what? He can be beat when he's a little bit soft. He's got some work to do. You see Hunter Labrada starting to sweat now. That's what I was talking about. You get under those lights, carry a little bit of water. These athletes are going to start moving the oil and coloring around on their body, and that's because they're holding a slight film.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line, please.
Right now, Hunter's on his own with that.
Brandon looks like he made those key gains.
Oh, he did. Look at the thickness.
Yeah.
He's so full.
Yeah, Brandon is getting harder and harder as he's posing too.
Yeah, big and full.
He got the shape, man.
Hottie didn't break a sweat.
5 Mohammed.
Sure did.
You got to remember that. Chalk that up. Hottie did not break a sweat.
8 Ian.
And those athletes we just saw, we're going to see them again, and they're going to get worked just as hard.
13 James.
That's going to help them improve.
And 12 Rolly.
Remember, this is a contest all the way down. I mean, there's money on the line, so you can't really rest. And I know that, well, you did when you were on stage after you had your first call out, but everyone else has to compete or fight.
Yeah, man. This
Ian
on the
and
track.
Mohammed change.
I mean, the Mr. Olympia happens once a
Justin
year.
Rolly
Right.
switch.
This is for all the marbles.
Rolly.
Rolly was ready to pose. This is Paul.
James and Justin switch.
Ooh, he looks good.
Mohammed and Akeem switch.
Now, what are the chances here, guys, to condition your way up to that top 6?
Well, listen,
And hit a
a couple of
front
guys on
double
the top can
bicep.
come down, and a couple of these guys can actually come up.
Exactly.
I would be posing my hardest in this call out, but some guys are too far off to make up ground.
Front lat
Justin
spread.
Rodriguez looks good.
He does. Last year, Tim, I had Akam as my
Side
most
check.
improved bodybuilder. The wow factor's not there this year.
Back double
Man,
bicep.
just film. It's driving me crazy.
You're looking at the water.
Why is it?
Well, it's not just water. Some of the guys aren't there yet. They look a couple weeks out.
Sure do.
You're looking for more quality, am I right?
Back
Exactly.
lat
Yeah.
spread.
More quality. I mean, the size is there, and most, 80% of them, but
Right.
it's the quality, where the muscles popping.
Gentlemen face front.
But we got shape, beautiful
Rolly and
shape.
Justin switch.
Definitely got size, too.
Yeah, size and shape,
Akeem and Mohammed
Sometimes it comes
switch.
at a sacrifice.
Right.
Gentlemen, give yourselves some
Well, in
room.
this lineup, my eyes
Everyone
continue to
take a
come back
step.
to Justin Rodriguez. Seems to have a little better
Side
shape.
tricep.
While his pecs are a little bit separated, not to my liking. Everything else seems to flow very well with the shape.
Yeah.
Abdominals and thighs.
That's Ian,
Valeri.
Valeri from Canada. He won the 2 shows earlier this year and second to Arnold. Rolly's struggling with his
Favorite most
posing
muscular.
in terms of holding it. You see he's starting to break a sweat too.
Man, the thing about it, when it comes to posing, you have to get in shape to pose.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you,
can't
gentlemen.
wait
Back
2
in
weeks
line,
before a
please.
show. Say, okay, now I'm going to get in shape and start working on
Nothing
the
happens.
Nothing happens.
Can't make the muscles pop. What happens is you start to break a sweat on your shoulders and on your traps, then it seeps to your chest,
Two
then it's coming down to
Andre.
your stomach, and you're
Three
spreading it all
Patrick.
around your body.
7 Regan.
So that big crack between the pecs we're talking about, Sean. Back in the day, you guys used to do a lot of heavy overhead pullovers, dumbbell pullovers.
Right.
And you get a lot of sternum cracks. Open up that chest for more mass, and sometimes it backfires.
Right.
Yeah. I've had a snapcracker popping back before, too.
Andre and Assad switch.
Now, Lee, never stood like some of these. I call it the motorcycle stage. Because they look like they're about to get on the motorcycle. You didn't stand like this. This is much more natural.
Front double bicep.
See, you know, we would drift sort of to the side.
Yeah.
Then we get, you know,
move the hip a little bit.
Then we move the hip a little. It was just total kind of it was different.
Yeah, more relaxed. These guys are more stiff.
Front lat spread. Side chest.
Reagan and Patrick with great shape, but still slight on the muscle size. I mean, for them to hear that, is that scary to say, hey, look, you need to put on another 10 pounds? How easy is that to do?
Back double bicep.
For your expert opinion.
Man, you know what? From 1984 to 1991, it took, I only added a total of 11 pounds.
As a pro.
Another amount of time as a pro. Right. Because when you add it, you want to make sure you're putting it in the right place.
And it's quality.
And it's quality. I mean, that was the game during that era.
Right.
And it needs to be now.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because you see guys that are big, but they're not finished.
No quality.
I mean, take nothing away from them. Bigger, you know, more size and so forth, but the muscle separation.
Well, these are the guys right now that are still trying to work their way up to recognize in the top 6, but it's not a time to get discouraged. They're still in the midst of Olympia.
Oh, yeah.
This is a dream for some of these guys.
And to go back, Sean, Reagan and Patrick both made huge strides.
And they both won to get here.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not getting a handout.
Now, you don't accidentally end up on the Mr. Olympia stage. It's no accident.
Your favorite
There's a lot of pain and suffering.
Yeah, we had that invitation. And last time we had the invitation, Big Ramy won the damn show.
Sure did, man.
Because be careful what you wish for.
Woo, man.
Some people complain about someone getting hand chosen to come in. Well, heck, bring in the winner.
Back in line, please.
That's what happened last year.
Were there any? I don't think there's any special invites this year.
No, there were none.
The year before was Cedric McMillan. Big Ramy. The year before was Cedric McMillan.
Yeah, the year before was that military officer. All right, now we're going to come back to the top guy here. They better be ready. I don't think Brandon Curry's already sweating.
Mohammed, Akeem, Rolly, and James.
Important call out here. You know what this call out's about? I'm thinking this is going to be some 60 spots.
Yeah.
Someone's fighting to get in the top 60.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Well, no, that first call out was 6. And I don't see anybody from that call out. Oh, Akeem was in that call out. They did the first 6.
I'm saying this is for the top 6. This is for that 6th spot.
Yeah.
And they got to make sure. And Rolly's going to need to be careful. This is where he's going to spill over with a lot of water if they work him too long.
Everyone take a step. Front double bicep.
Rolly's got to use his arm. And so does he.
Oh, man.
Front lat spread.
Now, Lee, was this the hardest part of your contest prep or the easiest part after you did the work?
Side chest.
This was the easiest part, really.
Because you dropped the weight, right? It's easier to pose muscle than throw around heavy weight.
Exactly, you know. And
Back double
we would
bicep.
practice our posing in the midst of our training.
Right, it's part of it.
You know, it's part of our workout, you know. And start, you know, seriously posing about 6 to 8 weeks out from a show.
Back lat spread.
I mean, so 2 weeks away, you're just coasting.
Yeah.
Where you need to be.
Good advice. Wide back on Rolly.
Yeah.
Rolly looks like he's coming to life, John.
Side
Yeah.
tricep.
You got a lot of muscle, man.
Rolly won the fan favorite award the very first time they had that. He's got the championship.
Oh, he looked awesome that year, too.
They love him.
Relax face front.
One of the key things I noticed about Lee,
Mohammed
he
and
never
Rolly
relaxed
switch.
in between. And that's where some of these guys expose their weaknesses because they relax when they're not posting.
Yeah. We'll see, of course, you said Lee.
Yeah, you never relaxed. Rada never
Oh,
relaxed.
that's right.
There's no
Hey,
relaxing.
we were taught not to relax.
Abdominals
it.
and thighs.
Stay flexed the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we learn from the best in the business.
Your favorite, most muscular.
All of us were students.
Well, you brought your book here at the expo to sell and sign for the fans. Are there some tips about competing in the Olympia in there?
Oh, yes. Oh, no doubt about it. We talk about carb loading, carb depleting, how to get rid of water for the last bit, you know, when you're in for a show. It doesn't mean stop drinking either.
Yeah, right.
William.
That's a danger. It's a way to get it done without endangering your health.
Hottie.
All right, you'll be signing those books
Hunter.
tomorrow at the expo, 12 o'clock
And
for the Olympia Legends booth.
Yeah, man. I'm going to sneak one in and get there a little bit earlier, John.
Yeah, get there early.
All right, guys, here's an interesting one.
Yes.
This is a call out for the top, but no Rami.
Well, you know why?
Because he's in the Lee Haney spot, apparently.
He's in the Lee Haney spot, and Hottie Cooper's right there with him and Brandon Curry. So I believe let's get rid of your top three on paper.
Hottie and
Cooper's
Justin
in there.
switch.
Listen, Brandon and Ronnie are not in this call. I want Nick Walker to stand next to Hottie Cooper.
Front double bicep.
Nick is he is have very good condition. I mean, he's getting better and better.
His color is good too.
Now, as a reminder, Lee, this is Nick's first Olympia.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching him, man. I've been watching him on his social media. Been checking him out for a long time now.
He can get a big
Very
feather in
impressed.
his cap. He takes out William Bonek or Hottie Cooper. That's a big feather in his cap at a young age of
Real.
26.
Right. Very well-mannered young man, too.
Yeah.
Love that about
Back
him.
double
confident.
bicep.
This kid's confident. He's not confident. He's confident in his ability.
Yeah, there
you
you
have
go.
to have that.
He puts the work in.
Yeah, every champion has that.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Relax.
So you think
Spread
this
out
is the
a
battle
little
for
bit.
third right here?
Give yourself some room.
I can't
Everyone
say
take
that.
a step. Hottie,
I want
take a
to
step.
see these guys
Justin,
battle
take
with
a
Brandon
step.
Curry too.
Hit a lat spread.
I want to see Nick and Hottie up there with Big Robbie. I don't think this is not a done deal.
Different judges want to see different things.
That's true.
Different comparisons.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think like a judge. I'm just,
Exactly, yeah.
my opinion is there's more to this story.
Side tricep.
Williams was getting better too, Bonek.
Yeah.
Getting better and better.
Sometimes it favors those guys. You get that little sheen. You see he's starting to
Yeah.
shine. His muscles are popping more.
Yeah, Hunter's getting better.
Abdominals and thighs.
Hunter was smart. He dried off when he went off the stage and came back and wiped everything off. Hunter's quads are a little bit soft right there. Gonna have to get those a little more
Your
dialed
favorite,
in.
most muscular.
All right, Big Steve putting him through the paces right now.
Oh, yeah.
Relax.
Nick Walker's got that brainy look.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line, please.
I like Hunter's shape.
Yeah, yeah. Got beautiful shape.
One of those guys is going to be called back. for the
Brandon
call
and
out.
Rami.
You got Brandon Ronnie, but one of those guys might come back up. We saw this a year ago, Tim, where Big Rami held off Brandon Curry to win his first Olympia on the heels of Brandon Curry losing the Olympia title. We're back. This is the rubber match.
This is
3
it.
years.
Front double bicep.
Here we go.
We've already seen how one of those went tonight.
Yeah. Now we know why they call him Big
Front
Ronnie,
lat
but
spread.
structurally, I like Brandon Curry's shape
Yeah.
better. For me, it's more feeling. Rami's quad seemed to be a little bit off the mark from a year ago, especially the right quad. I'm not sure if it's injured or not. But that
Side
right quad
chest.
doesn't look like it's popping as well.
Across the upper chest, Brandon looks a lot bigger.
Oh, yeah. Brandon's holding his own.
Yeah, he got thicker, he did the
Look-
work.
Yeah.
Solid muscle
yeah.
mass. especially the arms. Much lighter than Ramy, but his arms look bigger than Ramy.
Yeah. Oh.
But on the
Back
bottom
double
side,
bicep.
Ramy's hamstrings look bigger than Brandon. Give and take. Brandon's got that tiny little waist. Battle of opinions right here, guys.
Woo! Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
And Steve Weinberg.
Wow.
Well, Steve doesn't make the decision by himself. He has the microphone, but there's a collection of opinions that are going to decide this competition. And like the 212, I think it's going to come down to the wire, but I'd still like to see Hadi and Nick compared with these two guys.
Yeah.
I mean, give those young guys an opportunity to stand up there with these guys and fight it out.
I mean, as tall as Remy, he looks the same height as
Yeah,
Brandon.
I think
He's squatting too low.
He's squatting too low, right.
I mean, you have to overpower.
Brandon actually looked better than him in that shot.
Yes. If you're that big, you need to overpower your opponent.
Correct. Correct.
Your favorite, most muscular.
Now, mind you, just for the record, Brandon Curry has beaten Big Ramy in the past. So don't let the optics of a bigger guy fool you that he can't be beaten by a smaller guy, because it's happened before.
Relax.
Yeah, tell me.
Take a second. Let's
You
do
got
it again.
Muhammad Makawi waxed me all over Europe.
Double bicep.
Woo, I never forgot that.
Yes.
I'm still licking my wounds.
See, that was the year I started bodybuilding. He gave me hope and that inspiration. When I saw that, I was motivated to start a career, actually.
Man, that's
Front
saying
lat
it all
press.
right there. Look, just check that out. It's a matter of opinion right there. Neither's really overshadowing the other.
No, and they have strengths and weaknesses
Side
for both.
chest.
That's right, exactly.
Mr. Olympia 15 versus Mr. Olympia 16.
Yep. I like the fact that Brendan's pads came up a lot too.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole package. That, going over to the oxygen gym is paying off.
Back
for him.
double bicep.
It's a good investment for his career. It works. And it's tough because he's got to leave his whole family behind.
Yeah,
While he does it.
no doubt about it, man.
But Big Ramy's been celebrated for a whole year, fitting of a king, and to come back and try to defend this title is nothing short of amazing. Because he's one of the last guys standing again.
He's getting tighter and tighter as he poses.
These judges are familiar with both physiques, so this is not going to come to us as a surprise or a shock if one beats the other. The judges know these physiques well. If you had to choose one, Lee.
Hey, man. Wow.
Tricep.
Tell you what, man.
In the day of social media, you're going to gain followers, you're going to lose followers. But you're still entitled to your opinion, right? I mean, let's be honest.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Your opinion, yeah, you got to watch what you say.
No, Brandon's right up the street from me, you know. I'm in Atlanta. He's right there in Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, listen, what Brandon is lacking in size, I think he's made up in
got his
shape
shape.
and structure.
The
right?
small waist,
Right.
nice shoulder, waist
favorite,
taper,
most
you know.
muscular.
And I don't believe that Ramy is in the condition he was a year ago.
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
I can see that.
No.
Yeah, so he's leaving the door open.
Yeah,
That door is open.
yeah,
Relax.
yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line. This
Yes,
concludes
conditioning
our first
is not
round.
as
Back
good.
to you, Bob.
I mean, last year his condition was so good that it just blew everybody away.
And
Like,
now this is a cliffhanger, actually, because we have no closure.
exactly.
There's no closure here.
And that was the thing that had kept Ramy back all those years, was that last touch of conditioning.
That's right. And he brought it last